it's a Brandon Gott and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 6 matchup.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the It's a foot race. The 20. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor.
He's got a man complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the Steelers' defensive unit.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
Throw. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Corey Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. On the return, here's Justin Gilbert. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, just 1 yard to go. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. Finding time. This is Bell on the dump off. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat them.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Every time I see a coach challenge a spot, that makes me a little bit nervous for that coach. Those are very difficult to get overturned.
Well, the biggest reason, correct me if I'm wrong, is just technology. A lot of times you just don't have the angle.
Yeah, I think all the coaches, when they want to challenge that type of a play, they want to put the magnets or the things, the sensors in the ball to show exactly where it is. But right now, it's all about us humans.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And past the 30, down to about the 27. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And Carpenter missed it. No good. Wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating 1st half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Browns a 1st down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him. That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. Let's go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So a 3rd and 8. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Slot man moves right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. He got 29 yards that time. Shift together here from the D-line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Now they'll run it on the toss. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. More from Cleveland after this. This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. So the 1st rushing touchdown of the career of the former Hurricane Duke Johnson. He didn't score last year as a rookie.
Hard to believe with that type of talent, but he's going to have plenty of opportunities in 2016. This offense that they're going to run now starts with the running game, and he'll be a central figure in order to get that done.
And, Charles, this is one of those inexcusable special teams penalties, an out-of-bounds kickoff.
Pressure, pressure, pressure. Sometimes errors occur because of situations.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to launch the trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the safety, Rashad Johnson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Ohio! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Come on, baby, get on your feet. Let's go! Round! Flex round! 94 is the mic! 94 is the mic!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Gary Barnage, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
And I think the end result, knocking the ball away, was a product of understanding where they were on the field, understanding how many yards they needed to pick up the 1st down, and tightening their coverage accordingly. Gave them no gaps, no spaces, no real air in which to catch the football, and end up making a really nice play.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you can play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Going right side here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry them.
And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being.
Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And for the 2nd time this half, on comes the field goal unit here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Carpenter knocks it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down, and that'll be incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
He finds Coleman. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a first down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play clock winding down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. No gain, and it's second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
And that's when it's fun to play defense, when you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Quentin Coples in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's got time. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Bryant has it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Roethlisberger. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. The Browns' new signee from the Jets, Demario Davis. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. 38. There we go.
Here's the option going right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Roethlisberger. Going to throw right side here, complete. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Ben to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger, surveying the field. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Second down following the incompletion. Again, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jordan Hill coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end.
Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Coples in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Barnage. He's got it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for 10 yards, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Lawrence Timmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Here's Roethlisberger. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And got his man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Check nickel.
Roethlisberger looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. No gain up. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And they'll go on the ground. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. The 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guy trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle? 2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that.